Joining me now on the phone is former astronaut, International Space Station Commander Leroy Chiao. Leroy, this is really historic for all sorts of reasons. It goes back to 1960 when this model was first used. It brings us back to 2020, and we're looking at the Tesla in the sky and what consistency, all the details, all the complexity, and now it's back. How are you reacting to what you saw today?
Well, this was fantastic. By all appearances, everything went flawlessly, went very well. This whole program really started back in 2008, 2009, when I was a member of the White House Committee, the Review of Human Spaceflight Plans Committee. We put forth the option for putting together commercial crew capability like this. Fast forward to now, fantastic to see it happen. And along the way, I was a part of the SpaceX Safety Advisory Panel for the Crew Dragon. So for this to see this ending, the successful ending of the mission, is really great. It's a new era. This is the first time NASA astronauts have launched, or any astronauts for that matter, into orbit aboard a commercial vehicle and come back safely. So really a great day. Right.
Public-private working together, a brand new model when it comes to organizational objectives, and they did it. Leroy, when you're looking at this video here that we're replaying, both of them when they were in the sky, in space, as well when they landed again back on Earth. What are you seeing on that capsule? Because it reminds us of a movie.
Right, absolutely. So coming back through the Earth's atmosphere, they only have air friction to slow them down from that orbital speed of about 17,500 miles an hour. So you have the blunt end of the capsule with a heat shield, and it gets up to about 3,000 degrees, and you can see the plasma and the fire that goes around that heat shield. It also scorches a little bit the sides of the capsule. So those burn marks are normal. This capsule will be refurbished and reflown. It's totally normal, and so it looks a little violent, but it's okay. And I remember coming down through the atmosphere in a Soyuz capsule and looking out the porthole, right, and seeing that orange plasma and the chunks of heat shield flying by. That's right. All normal.
And these recovery vehicles, by the way, first time used to get a capsule as well. Everything seemed to work. It has a helipad on top, as has been said, in case they need to be whisked away immediately should there be a medical emergency. But also these recovery vehicles, brand new for this objective. Leroy, how did Behnken look to you? How did Hurley look to you as they were leaving the capsule?
They look great. I mean, they're both veteran flyers, of course. They've spent a lot of time in space. This was a reasonably short mission for a space station mission, only about 60 or so days. Usually you're talking more like half a year or something like that. And so they came back down. They knew what to expect. They knew how they would react to recovering to gravity or returning to gravity. And so they looked happy. They looked good. And, I'm sure they're a little wobbly. You're going to be dizzy. There's no getting around that. But I'm sure they're going to recover just fine.
I was mentioning this earlier when Lindsay was handing over the coverage, which she handled all afternoon on this. And I was saying old is new, new is new. If you were born in the 1950s, boy, you're watching this going, I remember those great days, right? Those inspirational days when we first saw the capsules land into the ocean, when we had that great desire as a country to do something great. If you were born in the 60s, in the 70s, you may not have ever seen this, and now it is new again. Just historic in so many different levels for so many different generations.
Absolutely. This is very much an updated version, if you will, of the 1960s technology of coming down in a capsule under parachutes, landing in the water in the case of U.S. spacecraft. We went on to develop the space shuttle. It was a space plane, a reusable space plane. It came down through the atmosphere and landed on a conventional runway like an airplane. Yeah, like Moonraker.
Yes, that's right.
And so, you could argue that we're moving a little bit backwards in technology, but these are updated parachutes. These are updated techniques. One of the reasons that SpaceX went with a capsule is because Elon Musk wants to go colonize Mars. Mars' atmosphere is not thick enough to enable a space plane to come down and fly down. So you have to use a capsule. Parachutes can slow it down, but you're going to have to use rocket engines for a propulsive landing on a place like Mars. And so that's one reason why you're seeing capsules here.
Why they get it right? How they get it right here on the first try?
Well, of course, they've been flying the cargo ships, the Dragon Cargo Dragon, for a number of years. They've had a lot of experience doing that. Crew Dragon is a new design, but they had a lot of heritage to build on. Of course, they've flown test flights, including Demo 1, without astronauts on board last year, or earlier this year, I should say. And so they had a lot of confidence going into this. And as part of the safety advisory panel, we got to see everything, ask the questions, and saw that they had closed all the issues. And so we were all very confident and very pleased to see how well this flight test went.
I said earlier, Tesla in the sky, but it really is when you look at the interior to it. How does it compare to the old capsules from what you know, what we've got today versus what they used in the 60s?
Oh, you're very right. I mean, the avionics, the touch screens, the flat screens, everything is very different than any other spacecraft we've ever flown. The Space Shuttle had an avionics upgrade where it got some flat screens, but nothing like this. You're right. It's more like a Tesla in the sky, and that's no accident because, of course, Elon Musk, being the CEO and founder of both SpaceX and Tesla, he very much wanted his spacecraft to have that same look and feel, and it seems to be working out just fine.
Because his stock price wasn't hurting enough, I guess. Leroy Chiao, what a day. And I brought up allusions to movies because that's the only way we've been able to see it up until now. And it is really amazing to have that unfold in front of our eyes today. A little bit look back and a look forward as well. Leroy, thank you so much. Former astronaut, former International Space Station commander. Always great to talk with you, Leroy.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.